Continuing the last lecture regarding the PLD devices. Okay, right now we are going to see the first PLD device, that the SPLD. Okay, yesterday we discussed about the various classifications of the PLD devices, that is the SPLD, then the CPLD, and FPGA is there. So today we are going to start the simple programmable logic device as a SPLD device. Okay, now here these SPLD devices has lot of application in this electronics, that it replaces uh, fixed function circuit, and due to that what happened, it reduces the chip size, as well as the cost is also reduced. And as the chip size is reduced, that is the we are saving the chip space. Okay, so due to these three condition, it is too much utilized in electronics industry in initial stage. That is the SPLD device. That it reduces the size, it saves the uh, space there. At the same time, actually how much amount of the logic gates we are requiring, that this is also the number is reduced there. And as the number of the logic gates are reduced there, so definitely there is a reduction, it is in a cost of the device is there. Okay, now as basically we have to say that here the SPLD devices consist of and or array. That is, it consists of array of or gates and array of and gates. Okay, and with the help of that, the desired logic circuit we can program. Desired logic circuit we can program here. And as we discussed yesterday, that there are the four types of the SPLD devices. That is the programmable read-only memory. It is a basic there. There the second is that the programmable logic array, and third is that the programmable array logic, and the fourth one is that the generic array logic here. So all these four types we are going to see right now here. It is here. So before starting as a first type as a programmable read-only memory, that is that programmable read-only memory you already learned, it is in a second year BSc, and its application also you take it is in a third year there. Now here for this as a SPLD devices, as we discussed, that there is the basic constituent is that the array of AND gate and the array of OR gate. So here uh, this PLD devices consist of essentially the programmable arrays there. Programmable arrays. And this programmable array is a grid of conductors. It is a grid of conductors. And this is to be uh, placed in a fashion of row and the column there, with the feasible links are there. With the feasible links are there. Okay, across this as a row and the column, there are the feasible links. As if you have to see that here, these are the column and this is the row, and across that this is the feasible link is there. So here it is to be put as a, that is, it is a grid. That is, in this grid what there are the rows and columns along with the feasible link which are connected across the row and column is there. Okay, so this is the structure of the programmable array. And these programmable array are of here for the PLD devices. These are two types. The first is that the OR array. There is a programmable OR array, and the second is that the programmable AND array. One is the programmable OR array, and the second is the programmable AND array. So first here we are going to see that the programmable OR array. Now when we have to see this as a programmable OR array, that is when it is given by the manufacturer. That is, these links are in contact. So it is not the programmed way. It is not the programmed way. So how we can program that? There is what are these are the feasible links are there. These are to be burned out. These are to be burned out by the programmable, or we have to say that it is blowout, or we have to make these links are to be open as per our program is there. Suppose here it is a blank, it is unprogrammed or array is there, and it is the programmed or array. So actually what we want across the x1, x2 and x3, it is to be expected here. That is x1 is a plus b, and x2 is a bar plus b bar, and x3 is equals to a plus b bar. Okay, so all these Boolean equations we are requiring there. So how this blank array is to be programmed, that is here what happened, only this edge contact we have to place as it is, otherwise all these three contacts we have to blow off. In second row here, the first two contacts we have to blow off, first and second and fourth contact we have to blow off, and the third contact we have to put it is as it is. So what happened, this A is connected to OR gate and this B is connected to OR gate. So here we are getting the x1 is equals to a plus b is there. Same way that for your the x2 we are requiring your the a bar and b bar. So here is the a bar line is there through this column, b bar line is here through this column. So right now only this, so there is a second contact we have to place as it is, and first and second and first, third and fourth contact we have to blow off here. Same way that here for the fourth row, that first, second, third, these three contacts we have to blow off, and the fourth contact we have to place as it is there. Okay, that is x2 is equals to a bar plus b bar is there. Now here for your the last one, that is the x3, same as that of we have to put, that is the second, third and fourth contact we have to blow out, and for the sixth line we have to take it is a one, that is the first, second and third contact we have to blow off, and here for the first line we have to put it is over the first contact as it is. Okay, here is the first contact as it is. This we have to want here the A as a out, and A along with as a OR we want it is a B bar. So this B bar column contact we have to put as it is there, and across the third OR gate we are getting here the x3 is equals to A plus B bar is there. Okay, so this is your the unprogrammed OR array, and this is your the programmed OR array. And you remember that these fusible links are blow, it is once there. That is, it is not the reprogrammable. That is, if you have to see this as a programmable array is that it is once programmable. It is not reprogrammed. That is, once it is to be fuse is to be open, we cannot make it the contact. We cannot make it is the contact. That is, while programming, if there is the mistake by you or the designer, then there is no any chance to make your the program again in the same chip. There we have to replace the chip. There we have to replace the chip. This is only one option is there. Okay. Now here for this as a programming, one method as we discussed that it is a fuse. There is a fuse technique is that there is a fusible links are there. The second technique here for the this link is that there is the antifuse technology is there. There is the antifuse technology. That is there what we have to say that actually when you are the this unprogrammed array is there from the manufacturer, that is all these links are open. Now here all these links are in contact, while there it is all these links are it is in a open. Okay, all these links are it is in open there, and with the help of your the programming time, these row and column, these links are to be burned there to make the link there. That is, these are meant for link. These are to be burned for the link is there here. Okay. So when we are considering this as a for making it is a link there, that is in antifuse technique. The technology is what? All the these row and columns are open, but these are programmed here. These are programmed here to melt your the open proportion in between your the row and the column to make the contact. To make the contact. Okay, so this is the anti-fuse technology is there. Okay, now here the second, there is, here we see that here the programmable OR array, same as that of here, it is a programmable AND array. Here is a programmable AND array. Now here when we have to see that it is a programmable AND array is there, same as that of the previous one. Here is the AND gate, and here the feasible links are there. That is, it is a unprogrammed, it is a unprogrammed AND array. It is unprogrammed AND array is there. While here where we have to going here for this programming here, that as per your the logic equations which are requiring for your the circuit. Okay, now here we have to say see for your the first AND gate, x1 is AB, x2 is A bar B, and x3 is A B bar is there. So what are the links are there for your the first AND gate? That is only your the first link we have to put as it is for the first row, and for your the second row, the third link we have to put it is as it is. Otherwise, second, third, and fourth column links for the first row we have to blow off, or we have to say that it is make it is open there. Now when we have to consider for your the second row is there, for the second row the first, second, and fourth, that link we have to open here, and then we have to getting as an output x1 is equals to AB there, x1 is equals to AB. Then for your the second AND gate, x2 is equals to A bar B is there. So for the third line, there is the third row. Here we are to getting your the second link we have to make it is in contact, and the first, third, and fourth links are in blow off. While for your the fourth row, the first, second, and the fourth are to be blow off, and your the third one is make it is as it is. So we have to getting as an output x2 is equals to A bar B. So through this you are the A bar, and through this it is the B we have to getting. Same as that of for x3 is there. That is the first it is A, second, third, and fourth we have to blow. And for your the sixth row, first, second, third we have to blow off, and then we have to only the fourth we have to take it is in contact. So we want it is a B bar. So here we are to getting the A, and through this column we are to getting it is the B bar. So it is the program there. So the programming technique which is to be, that is what type of the programming techniques we have to implement, or it is to be given by the manufacturer, either fuse technology or either it is anti-fuse technology. It depends upon the manufacturer. There is only the designer has to choose the option, that is which type of the ICs we have to incorporate for our design there. Okay, so these are the things are there. Okay, now here this we have to take your the and that is what are your the basic constituent we are requiring for your the programming, that is for the SPLD, that is programmable AND array and programmable OR array is there. Now using this programmable and programmable OR array, we are utilizing the SPLD devices. Okay, so how the SPLD devices right now we are going to design, that we can see. Now see the further as a classification of your the SPLD devices. Now these SPLD devices are classified according to their architecture. That is what type of the architecture we are going to implement there by the manufacturer there. Now here the internal functional arrangements of the elements. That is, this is as the architecture in the sense what is your the internal functional arrangements are there. Okay. Now from this, the first SPLD device, it is the programmable read-only memory. Now this programmable read-only memory, that is if you take it's the block diagram for your the programmable read-only memory, that here it is the fixed AND array. AND array is fixed, while there is the programmable OR array. While there is the programmable OR array, that is inputs are given here. That is here we have to say that this AND array is a fix. That is this we have to say that you are the decoder also we can say that. Indirectly we have to say that you are the AND plays a role, it is in a decoder as an input there. That is there are the n number of the inputs and outputs which we have to getting here the m number of the outputs there. It is the same way that of what we have to say that here the how many number of the inputs we have to say that these are the 6 and these are the 4. There is a 10 number of the inputs we have to consider, and there are the 3 only the outputs are there. Okay, so depends upon that we have to go to consider here. Now here that is fixed and array, it works as a decoder there, and there you have the programmable or array, what we see it is previous one. Okay, so this is the block diagram there. But right now here, if you see that the what the uses of this prompt we already discussed. These are only for your the addressable memory. That is, these are not to be utilized for your the any for the design any logic devices there, because there are the some in the sense there are the lot of limitations are there due to your the fixed and array. That is, we cannot make even the combination as per our need there. So these are your the limitations are there. Okay, so due to that, your the or the programmable read-only memory are not utilized for your the logic device or the logic circuit design there. Okay, that is, these are only has the limited use as your the programmable memory as it is for your the addressable memory there. Nothing more than that. Okay, so next type we have to say that here it is the programmable logic array there. Now the programmable logic array. Now here it is in this programmable logic array. The both the arrays are programmable. That is, AND array is also programmable, and your OR array is also programmable. Okay, you remember that here for all that all the array here it is in a SPLD. The input array, the programmable array, or it is a fixed array. It is an AND array. And what is the output array is that either it is programmable or it is to be fixed. It is OR array. Okay, at the output there is the OR array, and at the input there is the AND array is there. Here it is a programmable logic array. The both arrays are programmable. Both arrays are programmable. Here are the both arrays are programmable. That is, this AND array is programmable as an input, and at the output the OR array is also programmable there. Okay, now here this programmable logic array is also called as field programmable array logic. It is also called as field programmable array logic. Now why it is to be called as a field programmable logic array? Because what is the programming is done by the user, it is on the field. It is on the field. That's why it is called as a field programmable logic array. The manufacturer gives this chip as a blank. The manufacturer gives all the chips as a blank. There is a manufacturer has no any chance for the programming. He gives only the blank AND array and blank OR array. There is a set. This is the set in a one IC that it is a blank there, and the user in the field depends upon his needs. He programmed the devices there. He programmed the devices. What is the logic circuit is there, and what is the Boolean equations are there. So depends upon that he is going to program there. So here it is the condition is that it is the programmable there. Okay, that is both arrays are the programmable. Okay, now here the third one is that the programmable array logic. Third one is that the programmable array logic. In third as a programmer, that is here there are the certain limitations. So which are the limitations? Also we can see that in a programmable logic array is that is both the arrays are programmable, and as both the arrays are programmable, we are requiring the complex circuit to program that. We are requiring the complex circuits to program that, and at the same time to blow up the link or to make the link by melting the open space. The lot of power is needed there. Lot of power is needed. That is, these are some limitations are there. And more limitation is as we have to have the power, but the further limitation is that to blow all these links, the circuit which we have to require, it is to be more complex is there, more complex is there. So next, third one is that the programmable array logic. Now, when we are considering your the programmable array logic is there, here what are the some disadvantages are it is in there in a programmable logic array. These are to be overcome by this programmable array logic. In the sense here, what we have to say that in this programmable array logic, the towards the input side, the programmable AND array is there, and towards the output side, what is in a previous example that the programmable OR array is that in place that it is a fixed OR array along with output logic, along with the some output logic. That is, the output array is fixed there. It is not the program, but it has the some output logic is to be there. That is, designer has to choose the some logical outputs there, depends upon his need is there. Okay, so this flexibility is here. That is, what are the limitations are it is in a programmable logic array. These are to be overcome. Here it is in a programmable array logic. What is your the limitation is there in programmable logic array, that the circuit complexity is there for your the programming there. Okay, and the two chips are the programmable. In same way that what we have to say that here is the only one chip is the programmable. Okay, so the complexity is to be reduced there. You reduce the power consumption is there. And further, at the output side, what is your the fixed OR array is that it has the some additional features we are going to add in place of the programming, that you are the output logic is to be there. And what is that as an output logic? We can see it is in a next class or the next lecture there. What is your the output logics are there? Okay. Now here, all these are the programmable array logic. As I told that it is OTP. OTP in the sense it is one-time programmable. It is not the one-time password. That is what we are already. It is in a smartphone era, but here it is OTP in the sense it is a one-time programmable. That is, all these devices. That is, either you have to take care of the PROM, or we have to take care of the programmable logic array, or we have to take care of the programmable array logic. All are your the one-time programmable. That is, these are the OTP devices. Okay, and as it is the OTP devices, it utilizes the bipolar technology. It utilizes the bipolar technology for your the feasible links there. Either it is the TTL technology, or we have to say that you are the ECL technology. Either it is the TTL technology or it is the ECS technology is to be there. Okay, so this is the block diagram of your the PA. And what is your the last type is there? That last type it is your the GAL. Okay, now here it is a GAL. So it is a block diagram of the GAL. Okay, GAL is the generic array logic. Generic array logic. Now here it is in a generic array logic. Okay, here it is in a the generic array logic. Here the AND gate, that is the input as previous one, that is a programmable array logic. AND gate is the programmable, but it is not the programmable, it is reprogrammable. There the in previous case it is only programmable array logic. The AND is only programmable, that is, it is one time programmable, because this is what are your the technology we are utilizing. There is a bipolar technology. So once it is blow off, there is no any chance to make the further the contacts there. Okay, but here we have to say that it is a reprogrammable, and for this as a reprogrammable, what are your the technology is utilized, that it is the CMOS technology, and in that CMOS technology it is E-square CMOS technology is utilized. That is the electrically erasable complementary metal oxide semiconductor. That is E-square CMOS technology is utilized for this programming technique. So due to that, what happens? These are not OTP. These are your the reprogrammable devices. It is the reprogrammable devices, and at the same time, here the output array is fixed OR array, and this output array is programmable. Output array is the programmable is there. Okay. Now here, we can see in a short, that is what is your the programmable array logic is there. Programmable array logic. Now here this programmable array logic is the one of the type of your the SPLD, and it is one-time programmable device is there. Okay. Now here in this one-time programmable device, the AND array is programmable, while your the OR array is fixed array. Okay. So what is your the operation of this as a PAL is there, that it is sum of the products. It is the sum of the product. So we know that there are the two type of the logic expressions are in a digital electronic. One is the sum of the product or the product of sum. But the normally we have to utilize it is the sum of the product. That is the SOP logic expressions are there. Okay. So how this SOP we have to getting with the help of this PAL structure, and also we know that the sum of the product logic expressions are very easy for the simplifications there than that of the product of sum. So the normally we are utilizing that the sum of the product logic expressions, but we are not utilizing the product of sum logic expressions there. There is the SOP and POP. Pause there. It is not the sum of the product and the product of sum is there. Remember. So how is the programmable array logic? We can see it is in this diagram. Okay. So when we see it is in this diagram, then what we are getting, that output as a fixed OR array. It is a fixed OR array, while the input side here is the programmable AND array. Here is a programmable AND array. This is the basic structure of the PL. So depends upon your need, we have to burn these links there, and we are getting the expression at the output. And suppose that we are requiring the expression, it is that here that the x is equals to AB plus A B bar plus A bar B bar. Such expression if you have to wants there as a out there. So how we can implement this sum of the product in this PAL structure, that in this PL structure we are getting after the programming, what is this unprogrammed AND array we have to look like it is as a programmed AND array for this sum of product equation. So the sum of the product equation here, it is x is equals to A and B, or A and B bar, or A bar and B bar is there. Okay. So how we can get here? See here. For this as a first line, here we have to getting it is the AB there. For the second line, we have to get it is the AB bar. And for the third line, we are getting A bar, B bar is there. So here it is for the first row, first column link is put as it, and second, third, and fourth are to be blow off. Okay. And for the second row, first and second and fourth, these are blow off, and third one is put it is as it is. And here, hence we are getting A as out, and here is the B as out at the first AND gate there. And for the second here, first we have to put it as it is, that is A we want as a out here for the second AND gate, and for the from the second input of the second AND gate, we want it is the B bar. So it is the A B bar. For that purpose, for the fourth row, fourth column link we have to put as it is, and the first, second, and third we have to blow. In this way, for here the A bar and B bar. So ultimately, at the output, we are getting the sum of product equation as x is equals to, that is the output of the OR gate, x is equals to AB plus AB bar plus A bar B bar is there. Okay, such expression we are getting as a out there. Okay, this is where to take your the PAL structure, and it's the simplified structure. If you have to say that is same this diagram, but it is a simplified diagram. We can see here it is. Here is this diagram. So these are here the input buffer. Okay. There is, if you take the input, there is A and B, these are the two inputs, and through these two inputs, through this input buffer, we can put your the two output, that is one is A and A bar, okay, and for the B and B bar is there. Then you are the for the AND gate, we have to show that it is a simply there, okay, that is these dots are nothing but the connections. There is no any dot here, it is no any connection. And for your the two input, that is this hash shows it is two input, this hash shows it is two input. And what is this as a multiplied sign? There is a cross connection here to show that here. That is, here is only the connection, here is no connection. So here is the A is the connected, here is the B is connected, and is the two input and get line is there. So we have to getting here the AB is here. Now for your the second AND gate, further the two inputs, okay, that here is the A is the connection as a cross point is here, and for your the B bar there is a cross connection, so we are getting A, B bar is there, and here it is for the A bar it is a cross connection, and here it is for the B bar it is a cross connection, so we are getting the output. So it is a diagram, it is shown that it is also, as it is a plane there, no connection, and it is a cross point is here, there is a fuse is intact, so there is the connection is there. So it is the simplified diagram is there, okay. Now after that, as a simplified diagram, so what is your the actually the block diagram of this PAL? What is actually the block diagram of the this pair? This we have to see that you are the rough as a block diagram. There is just as a general block diagram what we have to see that here, but actually particularly if you have to say that by the manufacturer, there is a various manufacturer, they gives it's the block diagram. So what are is the block diagram? That is this is the block diagram of, there is a clear cut block diagram is here, that it is a programmable AND array, fixed OR array with your the output logics, with the output logic. There is the n number of the inputs and the m number of the outputs are there, okay. So as we have to say that it depends upon how much number of the inputs are there and how number of the outputs are there, that we have to go to see that. And this is depends upon your the what are the programmable AND array, then you have the fixed OR array, and you have the logic outputs is there, okay. And from this, what are your the, as I told that there is the output logic is there. Now this output logic here are of three types. These are of three types. That is, as we discussed that there is the this PAL structure has output as a fixed OR array along with logic output, along with the logic output is there. So as it is along with the logic output, so what is this as a logic output? That logic output has the different three types. There is one of that we can choose there, depends upon your the programming is there, depends upon the programming. So here depends upon the programming, and for this programming is for your the different applications are there. It is for your the different applications are there. So here we have to require some additional devices are there, that we have to say that you are the some flip-flops are there, counters are there, registers are there, okay. These are additional devices we are going to study here for this. And here for this, as at the output of this fixed AND gate, there is the one buffer is there further. This is the tri-state buffer is there, okay. And due to that, here what these three different types we are getting. The first type is a combinational output. First is the combinational output. So what is this as a combinational output? That is, it is the sum of the product function. That is, this output utilizes sum of the product function, and it is always available. It is in an active low or active high output. So it depends upon what type of the tri-state buffer we are going to utilize there. What type of the tri-state buffer we are going to utilize. That is, if you have to say that it is an active high here, then we have to say that here the output is here the active low. That is a combinational output. It is a here it is the active low, and active high output would be shown without the bubble. So here what we have to say that if you have to say that your this bubble is absent there, then it is an active high. If the bubble is here for this tri-state buffer, then it is the active low there, because there are a lot of devices are there, and as per need of your the circuit design, we are requiring your the logic, either it is an active high logic or we have to require it is an active low logic is there, active high or active high there. So this is depends upon the user hand. So as this tri-state buffer with bubble or without bubble, if it is with bubble, then it is active low logic, and if it is without bubble, then we have to say that it is an active high logic is there. Okay, this is the first type. Now the second type is a combinational IO. It is a combinational IO. Now in this combinational IO, that is, it is in previous one, it is only the output, but there are the lot of such pins we are utilizing for the microcontrollers nowadays. It is IO pins. That is depends upon your need. Either we have to put it is in a input mode, or either we have to put it is in a output mode is there, input mode or the output mode. So this is the symbol of your the IO pin. This is the symbol of your the IO pin is there. So in this previous, only the pin structure is different, and one another tri-state buffer is added here. One another tri-state buffer is added. So here what happened? It is in an active low. Okay. So this another buffer which is utilized. That is, we can utilize your the output anywhere back it is in a device. Anywhere back it is in a device. If it is needed there. If it is needed there, we can utilize there. Okay. So it gives output to that. One is the active high and other is active low output with this buffer there. Okay. This output buffer is tri-state buffer, but this is not the tri-state buffer. It is a normal buffer is there. Okay. Then the third type is that the programmable polarity output. Programmable polarity output. Now in this as a programmable polarity output, see what the things are there. Now in place of this as a combinational IO, only one XOR gate is to be added. Only one XOR gate is to be added in between your the fixed or array and your the tri-state buffer. One XOR gate is to be added. So due to that, what happened that it is programmable polarity output. That is, if he wants to change the polarity of fixed output or array, we can change with the help of this XOR gate. Now see that as this fusible link, if it is to be grounded, then it is permanently zero. It is permanently zero. So if it is 0, 0, both inputs we are to getting output is 0. But if it is 0 and 1, still we are to getting the 1. So what happened? If this fusible link is blown and it is connected to the ground, so what is the output of fixed or array? As it is, we are to getting as an input for the tri-state buffer there. But if this fusible link it is to be open, if this physical link is to be open here, there is a second input of XOR gate is open there, then what happen? In digital circuitry, if any input terminal it is open, it is treated as a high. It is treated as a high. So this is to be high. So due to that, what happened? If the output of the OR plane is 0, then input to the tri-state buffer is 1. And if the output of your the OR plane is 1, then input to the tri-state input it is 0 there. That is, we change the polarity. We change the polarity. That is, this is also it is in the hands of the programmer. Either we want the output of fixed or array as it is in polarity, or it is in a change in polarity, or change in polarity. So with the help of the program, we can change the polarity. We can change the polarity, or we can put as it is output of the OR plane to the out. in the sense input to the tri-state buffer, or by making this feasible linkage to be open, we can reverse the polarity. If it is the output is 0, we can get it is 1. If it is 1, we can get it is 0. So this is your the output logic is there. This is the output logic is there. So this is total about your the PAL. So for this today's lecture, we will stop here. Okay.